Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today, as usual, I have baby on my side and I have another baby on my side. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi everybody, my name is Mikey, aka Miss CHINDIYA.
Hi Mikey.
I don't want to say. Hi, how are you?
Oh good. Baby, do you want to say something?
Yeah, this is another episode of the podcast. And we're just so happy to have you around. Like, thank you so much for...
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me over.
Time off your busy schedule.
She's even from work, imagine.
Yeah, trust me, dog. It's really something that's... You know, when I asked you to come here, I never thought you'd say, okay. Because, you know...
Yeah, we go way back. I actually know him from, your dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but some people just look back at the YouTube channel and be like,
it's not that poppy.
I wouldn't want to be like that to my friends. So I was definitely. I was keen.
Appreciate that.
We are happy to have you here.
Thanks for having me, guys.
So how's been work, man?
No, work is a lot. It's very overwhelming, and especially with things kind of picking up in terms of like my brand online. I'm really finding myself in a position where I'm just trying to juggle everything, and it can get very overwhelming at times, you know. But it's going okay. It's going okay.
When we say work, though, this is the financial side of it.
Yeah, my 9 to 5 is working as a private wealth manager at a wealth management firm. So it's like a financial advisor. That's what I do 9 to 5. And then everything else I just have to squeeze in like on weekends or after work.
It's a whole lot.
She does a lot of things. Like, she's in fitness, she's in finance.
I still need to go to the gym after this.
Yeah,
that's why I came at this time, because I still need to
I'm
go
actually
back.
more interested in the fitness side.
Like,
I'm always looking at her page. I'm like,
yeah, we're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about
one step at a time.
Yeah. No, but that's really great though. Because I saw this thing. What are you doing with? Is it CBZ? What is it?
Oh, it's Stanbic. Yeah. So it's like an express fitness show where you pretty much I'm giving financial tips and fitness tips. So it's like physical and financial fitness.
Like a bank calling me that, yo, we need to find a way to blend finance and fitness. That's crazy, dog.
No, it took a while, because I think we started talking about this last year in November. So when people see these things like now, it's been months. So I'm glad it's finally happening, because at one point I thought it wasn't going to happen, because it is quite a process.
But like, how long did it take, and like, how are the challenges from picking yourself up as a brand to, doing finance and fitness, being an influencer, digital presence? Like,
I don't even know. I think it started off when about 2-3 years ago, and I started to become more intentional with what I did in terms of like my fitness stuff. And the more intentional I became about everything, the more attention it started to get. But it took about 2 years, because I think I started in 2018, and then it was only in 2020 when people actually started, to reach out and actually felt like, people were seeing what it was that I was doing. But it was all because I was being very intentional about sharing my message and my journey. I think that's what made it different, because all the while before I did have some sort of following, but I wasn't intentional about really telling my story about my journey. And then along the way, as things started to kind of gain momentum, that's when I was like, let me just incorporate what I do, like my job, like the financial side into this. And then
going pretty well.
I did. I never expected it to go this well, to be honest.
It's really nice. The other thing I like is you didn't just, because I understand you when we started posting a lot about fitness, you had a lot of people, coming to your page, asking you for advice and all of this. And I remember you posting something like, guys, I'm not going to start training people till I get like proper certification. That is something that's, because most people, once you get a lot of people, I do that. I don't have a personal.
But you actually do get some sort of knowledge in the way.
But
you can apply it.
I get it, but sometimes like it just shows that you're a person who wants to do things by the book.
By the books,
like you're not trying to take any shortcuts to do something. You just want to do it.
Yeah, because I don't want to. You can take like 3-4 years to build a name for yourself, even longer, obviously. And then it can just take one person having a bad experience or someone getting injured, or getting sick or something based off of bad advice that you gave them.
True.
And I don't want that to come back and bite me in the
Look back at you and say, yo,
I got the data from her.
Yeah,
exactly. She told me
me
to eat and to do intermittent fasting. Next thing, someone's daughter has passed out, sounds not away. Passed out. And when I feel that somewhere and something bad's happened, I don't want that. So I'm gonna take my time with it. I don't want to rush it. I feel like this is only the beginning, really, and there's so much more time for that. So I'm hoping to write my exams soon. But studying and working is.
Well, you're studying as well?
Yeah, I want to do my ACE personal trainer qualification.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So, but the book is like this. It's so thick. So I was just like.
You make it sound so
I'm struggling.
But it is, remember when I was doing mine, and I was working at the same time as well.
Yeah, really?
I did, and it was beginning this year. But I started last year. I only complete work and school, guys. I don't know how people do it. It was
people do entire masters while they're working a job, and I'm thinking, how? Part time, I'm like, nah, I would never be able to. But yeah.
There's some guy who posted a picture of you.
Yeah.
And then there was a little, how do I put it? Like, I don't even remember what really happened to that, but your response to it was just so...
Wait, what was the response? What was your response?
Okay.
No, I was some guy, because I think I posted like a picture of myself.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was in relation to another tweet, because I think I gave advice about abs. And I was like, waist trainers and all of this ain't gonna make you lose. I mean, get a slimmer waist. Yeah, 6-pack. You're gonna really have to be like in a calorie deficit and combine that with some cardio. Doing 11 million crunches for like the next 6 months isn't gonna make your stomach smaller. And then someone responded under that saying, do you even know what you're talking about? Do you even have a 6-pack in the first place? And then I responded with a picture of me in the gym. So I didn't have a wig on. I didn't have makeup on, right? And it's something I post a lot on IG. I think people on Twitter only see a version of me. So I guess people hold me to that standard. And then some guy then made this comment like, is that even her? And then he said something about makeup is... He's like, whoever created makeup needs to be like, punished. It's like, that doesn't even look like her. She's a catfish or whatever. And then they even started comparing me to Caster Semenya, which I think is a compliment because she's amazing. But yeah, and then they were making like jokes like that. So then that's when I responded and I said, because he was trying to do it indirectly without really like at me. And I said, no, I posted it. And I mentioned him and I said, I'm very transparent about my looks. Or just how I appear. Like I'll post in the gym with my wig off, looking tired and worn out, and I'll post myself looking nice.
Gym with a wig on, bro.
Lashes and whatever. Like
it's
that's
a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I've seen some girls do that. I've seen some girls.
They go
with
there
a
to
cool
snap
face.
and like, I'm working out.
Yeah, true. Like those girls who just want to come and just
I mean, I'll do it sometimes for shoots. Like if I'm gonna shoot in the gym and I know I'll just do like a light beat and like a ponytail or something.
Got you.
But yeah, and then I just said that like I'm very transparent about that. I'm not ashamed of it, which is I share it, and I don't want people to feel like they can use that against. So I clap back because I feel like people treat you how you allow them to. If you allow someone to walk all over you, they'll feel like they can do it all the time. And because I think I only addressed it then because I get it a lot from people. And I addressed it because I felt like it wasn't a ghost account, first things first. This was an actual individual that I know, and I think between the two of them, they had like 40,000 followers. So the disrespect was so loud, even in that. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let this slide this time. Some things I do, because obviously you have to pick your battles, but this I was not. So that's what I...
it's crazy how people on Twitter just... It's like Twitter is a different platform where you can just...
Twitter's just
feel
like
vicious.
Hate and like fights.
And people will do anything for retweets. Like people can just, tweet the stupidest stuff or just attack someone just to get, attention from people and just get retweets and that's it. But sometimes you have to consider, the other person as well. And I like the fact that you actually did say something about it because usually those people are used to people just backing up and saying, you know what, I'm just going to let it go like that. But you were like, nah.
But people always have something negative to say because now they're like, why are you always fighting people? And I was like, this is like that one she likes to fight and
but don't you get scared
like,
though? Don't you get scared?
Of what?
Of like
been getting jumped in the street.
Yeah, I mean,
not even because I hold my own, bro. I feel like I can, and like I'm not gonna allow people behind a laptop to like, scare me off. I'm gonna show I'll literally square up. even though I look like this, I will show up. I mean, and people, that's the thing with people on the internet. There's one guy, he started with me online, and then obviously I like pushed back, and then it kind of ended there. But when I saw him by liquor supplies, and the guy was quiet, kept his head down, even told me, said hi to my boyfriend, and then he just acted like I wasn't. Then he just kept quiet. I was like, but you were being so loud about, you know, about things online, and now it's like.
Okay, but now the guys are hating about the looks and stuff.
Yeah.
My question is, do you then feel pressured to always look on point when you're leaving the house? Whether doesn't mean that makeup per se, but like dressing and like how you carry yourself.
I think, like I've had it a bit more. I mean, I think twice before I leave the house. Like, even my mom knows, if I'm gonna go out for lunch or something, you just get some on your face. And it's a bit annoying because when you think about it, like, I'd like to think I'm very like secure and happy with the way I am, but sometimes then it's like in the back of your mind when you go certain places. So I'm not gonna attend this looking this way because now I feel like I also have to maintain my brand and things like that.
No, because you have a really big brand though, like for real. So
I feel like it's a small relative to everything else, you know. But I do feel that pressure, and it sometimes does get to you. You really need to constantly like remind yourself that. This is how I am, and it's okay. And there's more to me than just my looks and my body, you know, like to anybody. There's a lot more to us than just what's on the outside. Yeah.
And then there's now guys who are hating. Are they also guys sliding your DMs, trying to hit on you?
No!
I told you I have a million questions.
It's actually not as bad as you think it is. More often than not, it's just girls coming in with like queries and stuff.
Don't do that.
I'm serious. Okay,
there's one. Come on.
She's being modest about it.
I'm serious. But they get full, but sometimes it's not like it's. I feel like I
and
don't.
And the fact that you don't post, like, you're in a relationship right now, and nobody knows who she's dating. Like, for real, nobody knows. She just posts, you know, whatever she's doing.
I treasure that because the internet can be a horrible place. I think I'll post if he ever becomes like my husband or something.
I get that.
At least I'm stuck with him no matter what happens at that point.
Yeah.
But you know, like until then, I really want to enjoy it because I had a very public like relationship prior to this one, and I don't know if you knew about it. Even when it was just like afterwards when people had a lot of questions, and it felt like even when we broke up, I had to tell people because you know, like I mean, people wouldn't know that we broke up, and then let's say they see him somewhere. People text me like, I saw you, but like he's not my boyfriend, my fiance. Like we're not together. So
no, but I feel like people they just felt like since you guys
we had put it out there a lot. That's the thing.
You know, it's like you owe us an explanation. What's going on?
Because we did put it out there
but
like
a
lot.
Do not owe nobody an explanation. You know,
but I ended up feeling like that. You know, I felt like I had to say it like maybe 2-3 times a day for like a good 3 or so months. So even though it like you know when it ended, we're in very good terms. It was good. That people don't help. You know,
that really shows that you're really like you know just being the bigger person in relationships, and you know you break up and you guys are cool.
We're really cool.
Because I don't like these people just. They break up now. There's so much drama on social media,
and they're fighting, they're tagging each other.
Like, bro, like you on Instagram live crying.
It's low key immature. It's low key immature.
No, it's I mean, it's just clear attention seeking. Honestly
more
speaking,
followers.
because exactly. It actually
sometimes it doesn't. Well, some people just don't know where to take. Because I used to be like that. Like if I felt a certain way, or if you know something's wrong in my relationship, because I'll tweet about it till I realize. A lot of these people don't really care. They just waiting to even screen record and send it to them celebs or something.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know, I had to learn to just kind of grow up and stop that. But
but then how's your social life? Do you have like fake friends and genuine friends? You know, people will always want to keep you close because they have something to benefit. Exactly. So
that's a very good question.
I've kept my circle really small. I don't really make like new friends. I like to think of people as acquaintances. But the friends that I've had, I mean, we've been friends since high school, like the 5 of us, and then like a couple of others, and it's like decade-long friendship. You know, so it's over a decade old now. So with these people, and those are the people that I share most of my life with or talk to about things, but. Other than that, I then just like I can see it when people want to befriend you just to and then there are those people who you see have been like consistent. Those are the ones that I normally then gravitate to. But in terms of like my social life, I'm not really out and about anymore.
And I feel like you have a busy schedule as well.
Yeah, it doesn't allow for that.
I understand you're an only child.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that pressure?
Just a single mom.
I'm also the same.
Oh really?
Yeah, single child.
I'm an only child as well.
And your parents have so many expectations for you, and even letting go is a lot. I don't know if your parents I think it'll be really hard for my mom to like let me go.
Yeah,
like I've tried to move out countless times. It's not happening. But I don't feel much pressure. I just, it feels as though my mom's pretty supportive of what I do, and she's really happy.
You guys work out together. Every time I see them work out, I'm like, oh, this is like my mom.
I wanted to have a good quality of life. I'm like, Mom, you're gonna get into the gym, and I want you to make this a lifestyle. But we're pretty cool. But you see, that's how close we are. So for me, it's not much pressure in terms of achieving things, but I guess it's a pressure to just get to a point where I can actually take care of it. That's what I feel pressure about. But in terms of achieving anything or whatever, I feel like the bar was there anyway. So it's, even if I do one thing right, it'll be okay because she's very supportive. But I just want to get to a point where I can be able to do nice things for my mom. Not like how Miklali bought her mother a car. I want to be like that, even though she has a nice car already. But I mean, I'd like to do something, be able to get to a point where I can just take care of my mom.
But then given the chance to relocate out of Zim, considering that you'd be leaving mom alone, you have a brand and a name here, would you take the opportunity?
I think I would. I think the nice thing about social media is that I think there's a time when I was posting content and I wasn't even here for like 2 months. So I mean, even this depends on how long I'm even gone for, but I mean, even with fitness and stuff, it's not really tied down to the location. At least I can still create like lifestyle content, finance content from wherever I am. And it would even be good for aesthetics. It'll be different. People know. But I mean, I think I could. I think I would relocate. I wouldn't mind. Work-wise, I've thought about it a couple of times. Even with work and just doing like a transfer. But I haven't. But I mean, it's something I would.
You'd consider.
I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
But I would want to come back here. I feel like Zim is home.
Yeah.
I like it here.
I feel like everybody, even like people who go out of Zim, they're trying to make it there so that
they can come back with money. Yeah.
So imagine if you can make that here.
True.
Yeah, there's a lot of
steps,
opportunity.
True.
I think there is. Yeah.
But the annoying thing is when you're here and people just, because I moved from Cyprus 2019. And till now people still ask, when are you going back?
Do you know what? Somebody actually asked me the same question over the weekend. So when are you and Simon going back? I'm like, well, we're going to Cyprus.
Like people just expect you there.
No.
Because they expect you, since, you were doing something there. Zim is nothing, like there's nothing for you here. It's better for you to go back and do whatever you're doing. You have nothing. Nothing can happen for you over here, which is wrong because there's so many other opportunities, so many businesses people are doing, but people just want to listen to that whole Zim. But
people like abroad, guys. People like abroad.
That's nice. I mean, it
is.
It's nice to go to an ATM and just withdraw some money.
Like it's good for there's convenience. You get whatever you want. Here, especially during the fuel crisis, man, that was a terrible time. Man,
but I get what
people would chill in the fuel like 6 hours or days even, just waiting for fuel.
I would have gone back to my country.
No, we wouldn't.
I would have left you here.
A lot of people think that, people are actually surprised that she's here. Like, wait, you are,
you don't go there.
Overboard, like, are you crazy? But it's just, I guess the guy can talk.
He must have been really talking.
You know what I mean?
I have to think hard.
Convincing someone to leave Botswana, they don't need a visa to go like to the States and all these countries. It's such a great
States, Australia, Canada.
What African countries can do that? Is it just Botswana? What is it?
I don't know, but no, I don't think South Africa.
That is so. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I never.
So you can just get on a plane and go to America.
Like we even had to confirm at the embassy. We're like, really? Like it's possible at the Botswana embassy?
That is insane. I didn't know that.
No,
I don't know if there are any other African countries like that because they don't hate us, bro.
True. So if Zim gets tough, guys, I'm out.
Well, at least you have a second home, and Bots is developing quite well as well.
She's good over there.
Yeah.
She's just trying to sort of things over here, which is working out
But there's opportunity here, you know. There's a lot. There's like such a huge gap in the market, even in terms of like social media. It's just how you package things, and I feel like even things. I feel like companies and even businesses are now kind of only opening their minds to
social
media.
We
can actually work, because in Zim, I think that's where the gap is, because people weren't even doing this, you know. And even some companies, they don't even have a website. If you go to the website, you're like, who the heck did this?
Like they would have last updated it maybe 2 years ago.
Exactly. And people are now acknowledging that, you know, it's good. You need to have a presence online. Everyone's on their phones.
That's true.
You can't just rely on your name anymore. You know? And there's so many benefits in that. So even for me, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of gaps. Yeah.
I mean, I saw even the medical aid thing you did with what's his name?
It was CMS.
Yeah,
that was fun.
It's the BBC one for me, guys. The BBC. I was just like, she's the BBC News.
Oh, yeah.
That one.
How did you get that one?
Twitter. Like, I first got onto BBC like in when did Mugabe get out? Like 2018, So like a year after. And I think I'd been ranting on, dude, social media can get you to places, bro. Like, I mean, if you hear how this happened, literally, I was on Twitter and they were doing like the first national budget since Mugabe came out of office. This is the first ever national budget we've had since Bob was ousted. And then I think I went on a rant on Twitter about what I expect them to do. And I was like, if you guys are serious, this is what you should implement in the budget. And I did like a thread. And then the thread kind of like caught momentum. And then I had a friend who did an internship at BBC. So I think he he worked there. He retweeted it. And I think it got onto like his colleagues' timeline. And then his colleagues were like, well, we're coming down to Zim. Because journalists actually came in for this as well. Because it was a very big deal. And then they saw the tweet and they're like, you know what? We want to interview. So and then I literally got a call. It was like the day the budget came out. They called me and they're like, we want to interview. You want to do this or not? And I was like, you people are mad. I was fresh out of uni.
You're using social media for the right ways. There's no jokes and bashing people.
Technically bashing the new government, because I was like,
but like in a good way, in a attention way, like you know, not where you tag your friends and then
getting the right traction.
So
not trying to
I think so, because I like to be authentic. I like to be myself. I'm not gonna try and act like I'm perfect. Like I'll cuss and I'll swear, but I'll be myself. And then once that happened, I then got more, because it went pretty okay, and that's when I started to get more. Well, they'll reach out more about stuff like BBC Kenya and things like that. So that's how I ended up getting the last one that I did. So just like word of mouth, it helps.
No, if you use social media the right way,
it'll work for you.
You never,
it won't work.
You never post things like thirst traps.
And she's a gym freak. She
like ass shots. I don't even have a body like that, the typical IG body. Because I really think I'm kind of like shaped like a bit of a dude. I have a boy bod, I guess.
But if you just catch the angles, bro,
I guess you can. No, you can. You can. But I just.
Social media.
Yeah, I mean, because
please continue being on Twitter, but do the right things on Twitter. I don't know, my Twitter is just dead. I don't even know how to resurrect it, and I'm not even interested in resurrecting it. I'm like, what do I even
Twitter can be toxic, bro.
Exactly. I think I'll just stick to Instagram. That's what I'm happy at.
Instagram is such a lovely place. Right. I love it there. Except for like a couple of pages, but I just like it in general as an environment. Even the people you interact with, they interact with you completely different from Twitter. Twitter, you're fair game. You have to just be ready. Like, it could just pop off any day.
Well, I think we've asked enough. Do you have any questions to ask us?
I know.
Wait, I have
one more.
Like, I understand you and your granddad had a really great relationship. Like, just seeing your posts, going, visiting your granddad on weekends. I think it was in Mashingo, right? They would, she would get on a drive there, surprise him. He's there in the lounge. Like, it's like watching a series. Like, I even know every detail. Then, unfortunately, he passed on last year, right?
It was in December.
How did you deal with that? Like, just losing someone you were so close to. And
it was really hard. Guys, when I tell you I had the worst end to the year and worst start to the year, that was it. Because literally, I was on my way to celebrate my birthday in Kariba. And then as soon as because we didn't have network the whole way, and as soon as I got to where we're meant to stay in Kariba, my mom finally got network and she called me and she's like, Sakuru's passed away. So literally now I bought 16 people to celebrate my birthday, and then I literally had to just get everything off the bus and do a U-turn. And then I literally just came back with my boyfriend and 2 of my best friends and left everyone there. And then it was really hard because I was in such disbelief because I was raised by a single parent, like my mom, and my dad wasn't really around, so he was pretty much the guy who was my dad. And I was hoping I'd get him to see me get married and stuff, but that didn't happen. So it was really hard. But it just took some time. And even with people with people passing, what I've learned is that you actually don't get over it. You learn to just live with the fact that someone's gone. But yeah, it's still hard. Even to this day, I'll just get emotional thinking about him.
Because you guys were really close, and you actually made us, your followers, just so
invested in it as well.
We would be going on the streets in town.
Then the time you gave him those, what are they called? Those space cakes. Was it to help him sleep or something? The guy got high.
He had cancer, and then he had cancer, so then we gave some cannabis oil, we made him put it in his tea and made space cakes and stuff, and the guy got high, and he was so happy. One time he was just laughing, but he was funny. I was actually happy for him that day because for once he wasn't actually in pain. But I was really invested in that relationship because he was like my dad.
You guys were really close. So even remember you going to that hospital and then the fighting, you're you need to leave, and you're trying to
I'm not leaving. I'll even sneak into the hospital because it was during
a reality show.
That's how she posts. That's how she posts. I like the way she uses the social media. She doesn't just go to a place, right, and
then show us.
You will see everything from her, driving to a house and
getting inside.
We like watching that kind of stuff because now we get so invested. That's why I think that's why people like you. People love you, man. People love her so much. She can post something and then people just flood it. I'm like, wow, because you just have this pull effect to you. You post something, you do something, it just attracts the right people to just gravitate to that. Wow,
I like to share a lot. But I'm just also then kind of mindful of what you share.
Exactly. No, it's good. You don't put everything, but you put things like that, that matter. You don't put your personal, personal stuff, but your relationships with your family, your mom and stuff, which is good, man. I'm inspired to even take my mom to the gym now, even though
just try.
Right.
She ain't trying to go.
I mean, I would even share going into the hospital and being literally sneaking in at in the middle of the night to go and see my granddad and stuff. So but until the people from the hospital, someone messaged me because the finance manager knew me on Instagram. He's like, you're not allowed to do that. I swear to God, you're not, because it was during COVID. So you couldn't even have more than 2 visitors at any point in time. I was like, screw that, because my mom and her siblings would go and I'd be left outside I'm gonna
go inside too.
So they said you really could get into trouble for that. I was like, okay, I guess I'm not sharing that anymore.
But you're still going.
I would just, because they gave you these cards. So they just wrote a timestamp and you couldn't get in without the card. So I went and just put a piece of paper over it, scanned it, and then just created my own image. And then I just started feeling and then they gave me a thing at the gate.
The only things about that, I probably wouldn't have thought about it.
No, because when you go there, you can tell when there's gaps in what they're doing, and then you start to pick that up okay.
It's the love, man. Just being able to go, just break all those rules just to get to see someone that's big, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think
I'm done from my side.
Anything you want to ask?
Seems like she got something to ask.
What does the future hold for you guys? Where do you see things going? YouTube? Where do you guys see yourselves?
Well,
because I've seen a couple of your
I want kids.
All the kids come.
I think just being an only child just makes you want to have.
How many do you want to have? I told my boyfriend 2 max. I don't want to push. Pushing kids out has been horrific.
He's okay, man. 2 is
he started from 5, he went to 4, now we're at 3.
Yeah, no,
kids are expensive.
Kids
are
Listen to her. Kids,
I help people plan financially for even just kids alone. I'd be getting a heart attack. I'm seeing that with a guy with 5 kids, and even I'm starting to sweat for him.
That's a lot.
What are you gonna do?
Their kids are
What's the plan?
I keep telling him that, but he's just like, nah, we can deal with it. It's
Hey,
nothing big.
what am I do that?
I know, but yeah, that's kids.
But my mom always just says, you know what, you'll figure it out as you come. Like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, true. You do figure it out, because my mom didn't have the best. Like, I didn't have the best of just good life and stuff. We were staying in like a really small town. I wasn't raised in Alright, but my dad is from here and everybody else. So, seeing my mom struggle during those days, having to make waves, it actually made her grind, and now she's doing really well in her business.
Oh, that's good.
So kids do give you some sense of purpose. Wanting to provide for them.
Work harder.
They say like people get
comfortable now. No dependence, so we're cool.
Exactly. So once a kid is there, you gotta look out for him. You gotta provide for him. You gotta make sure.
We need to enjoy life first.
We can enjoy with the kids.
There we go.
We can enjoy with the kids.
Ow!
We can enjoy.
First of all,
tell me like your kid becomes your life.
I know, but
and you have to like sacrifice some things. Apart from
people
that,
get so excited when the kids now go to the grandparents for the first time. Like, man's like, oh my god, we have the house to ourselves.
Yes.
Having the house to yourselves is a big deal. But hey, don't let me. Like, Mikey, you're not helping my point here.
Yeah, she's on the side. She's on the side.
Preach it, sister. So
yeah, kids, businesses. We're trying to, just start a lot of construction company right now.
Oh, nice.
Also into transport and logistics, and she's also trying to work on fitness training stuff.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Are you at a gym right now, or
not
just doing
yet?
It from home?
I only moved here like 3 months back.
Okay.
And gyms just opened recently.
Yeah, you literally like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure it
going
out.
to the gym yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I wish you all the best with that.
Thank you.
Do well.
Thank you.
I feel like the fitness market in Zim is like a niche that's growing. And only when I started to actually share, did I realize there are a lot of people that are now into it,
Right.
I feel like with our parents, it wasn't really like a thing, but with the younger generation, being like, I think 45 and below even, that's still young in like they're working out, they're very conscious about their health and preventing all sorts of chronic diseases and things like that, and people are more health conscious in general. And even worldwide, it's like $1 billion industry that's growing and growing. So there's so much potential for that, even if you're gonna start working
on that topic, actually, in our house we're like wellness people. And we do Herbalife. I'm sure you've heard of Herbalife before. So we got a gift for you.
You guys got me a Herbalife gift?
Baby.
I never thought I'd ever get like Herbalife stuff.
You're into fitness.
Yeah, she's like a distributor.
Oh, thank you. How's that going in Zim?
How's that going in Zim? It's really tough for her, I think, because in Zim you can't really be. Please come in.
Disposable income in Zim is just that annoying.
And also people don't really.
Thank you so much,
guys. This is yours.
Thank you.
Your shake. Shake. That's my favorite flavor.
Okay, so what is this? It's good. Nice.
Yeah, and this is your Sheikha bottle.
Thank you.
Give us something to put in.
Yeah, let me give you something. Oops.
Oh wow. I could actually
so she drinks that like religiously, right?
Yeah.
3 times a day.
Well, I'm actually trying to turn up at this point. And the fact that I'm getting a protein shake, like the time is perfect. Oh wow, guys. Thank you. And I'm gonna be your marketer, bro. I'm gonna be walking into the gym with this stuff. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Just to say thank you for
thank you for having me, guys.
We appreciate you taking
there. No, thank you. No, thanks for having me. I really enjoyed it.
It's really nice.
We
appreciate it.
I'm glad it finally happened. I felt so bad the first time I couldn't come because I was like, I hope they don't think I'm trying to blow them out, because I was just getting very overwhelmed.
No, we understand.
Yeah.
We actually are very first.
Really?
Yeah, she's the.
Yes.
I feel like you guys have been YouTubing a lot, though.
Yeah,
but having guests.
I had a proper guest, like us.
Yeah, and it was more of like the first one was like our friends, and the rest of the videos was just us two.
Yeah.
So this is.
Thanks. Well,
appreciate you.
Can't wait for this to come out. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Sheikha Collette. Simon says,
what?
Miss Sheikha Collette.
Sheikha.
Okay, Sheikha means like the wife to a king, and then Collette is just my name, Collette.
Sheikha
Collette.
I'm gonna work on that.
Exactly. And this is Miss Chindiya, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, yada yada yada. Much love.